Hey, this is PJ Davey with Paint It Forward, and I wanted to put a video together for you guys for anybody who could be removing some wallpaper in the future. So I'm just here to try to give you some helpful do's and don'ts on what to do, what not to do. So the first thing is you want to get a good scraping tool. So, for instance, this one I would recommend. It's 2.5 angled, it's not too sharp, and it's very sturdy. Something that you want to stay away from is something like this, where it is very sharp, the corners are very sharp, and it's very flimsy. If you do try to scrape wallpaper off like this, what you might end up doing is you might gouge the drywall and just create more work for yourself down the line. So another helpful thing to do is get a spray bottle, just like this. They sell them at Home Depot for $1. You fill it halfway with water and halfway with fabric softener. You shake it, it works very well. Try to stay away from a lot of if you look at like Womp or a wallpaper removal like that, it'll tell you to get a tiger claw. Don't get the tiger claw, because what ends up doing is you do it in a circular motion. It eats away at the wallpaper, but the problem is that it comes off in very small pieces, and it's just going to create a disaster for you. So my recommendation, if you're dealing with wallpaper that's over 40 years old and that's been on the house for that long, is to get an industrial steamer. Now this one, if you try to look for one that you need, it's going to run you about $1,000. So my recommendation would be for you is just to go to Taylor Rentals, someplace like that. They rent them out for $50 for the day. And if you're doing a large surface area, it might be worth your money just to get this, and I'll kind of show you why. So what you want to do is, also it's very hot, so just make sure you know that going into it. Don't touch any of the metal. You want to hold it on a certain area for about 30 seconds. And then what it's basically doing is it's steaming, it's getting the glue off and all the adhesive, and then what you want to do after about 30 seconds is just take your scraping tool, leave it like that, and as you can see, it just comes right off. So this is a lot better method than trying to just kill yourself and scrape like this. It's going to be a nightmare, and it's going to end up being a nightmare for your floor. So if you are, like I said, if you are dealing with wallpaper, it's very old, it's been with the house originally, get the steamer and just use the spray as needed.
Okay.
Alright, so if you're fortunate enough where you can just get a fingernail and just take a huge chunk off, good for you, but the problem is that you're not done yet. It's almost impossible to see, but if you look at it at an angle, and if whoever did the original wallpaper did a good job, there's going to be glue all over this wall. So this is where the fabric softener / water comes into play. So what you want to do is just spray the bare wall like this, a little bit. And as you can see, this is totally clear, like there's nothing on it. Now watch. Now I go up the wall like this, and I'll make one more pass. Like this. You see that? You guys see all that glue coming off the wall? You gotta get all that off, because if you skip this step, you're gonna paint the wall and you're gonna realize it before it's too late. It's gonna blast right through the paint, and it's just gonna look like crap, honestly. So do yourself a favor, okay? Get that stuff off before you start painting, and it'll make your life a lot easier, and it will make the walls look great.